Today we'll be talking about sports and games. Maybe you can start thinking about the vocabulary you know about sports and games. You can start thinking of your own experiences. So in our vocabulary part, we'll practice and later we'll have discussion part. So you'll be sharing some of your experiences and opinions about sports and games. So you can start thinking of them. So meanwhile, if you're having any microphone problems, any problems about your talking, any problems stopping you from talking, please share with me in the chat box so I would know beforehand that in our sessions we expect everyone to speak, to share their opinions and to practice their speaking for IELTS speaking part. So please, psychologically as well, get yourself ready to speak. I'll be sharing my feedback all the time so you can improve your speaking skills better. All right, last 1 minute to start. Yes, Dishon, you can do that. You can leave, and when you come back, I will let you in. You can use your computer. You're welcome. All right. So here we start. Welcome to today's speaking session on Clasital. Let me share my screen. Okay. So today's speaking workshop will be about sports and games. Is there anyone who has any problems about seeing my screen, seeing my presentation? If not, let me start. Yes, everyone can see everything. That's great. Okay, here we go. Like always, we start with a tongue twister. It's not that easy, but it's not that difficult on the other hand. I will say it for 2 times, 1 time slowly, 1 time faster. And if you feel like trying, you can take turns. You can use the react button to raise your hands and you can try saying it. If 2 witches would watch 2 watches, which witch would watch which watch? Let me go faster. If 2 witches would watch 2 watches, which witch would watch which watch? I'm not even sure if I said it correctly. So who feels like trying it? You can use react button. Yes, Anna.
If two witches would watch two watches, which witch would watch which watch?
That was perfect. Thank you. Anyone else? Anjali?
If two witches would watch two watches, which would watch which watch?
Thank you. That was good. Anyone else? It's just for fun and it helps with your pronunciation. Yes, Mayur?
If two witches would watch two watches, which witch would watch which watch?
That was great. Thank you. I see your name for the first time. Is it your first time in Clasital?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Welcome. Welcome to family. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? That can be also first try to try out your microphones as well. Dave, Regina, Rabi, Uswa. Any of you? Yes, Dave.
If two witches would watch two watches, which witch would watch which watch?
That was great. Thank you very much, Dave. Okay. If our other students don't feel like trying it, that's totally fine. Let me continue. So what will we learn today? I'll be sharing some tips and strategies. We'll work on some vocabulary about sports and games. We'll have discussion questions. I'll be sharing my feedback, and you can also give yourself feedback. You can do self-feedback session by using the rubric I will share. And today's objectives will be you will learn to talk about your experiences with sports, a description of a sporting event, and your thoughts about sports and games. So here are some tips and strategies. Understanding the question and giving a relevant response is important. You should be specific and give detailed information. You will make some errors, don't worry about them. Instead, correct your mistake if you can and keep on speaking. And always be confident and smile. Let me check my participant if Dishan is back. Is not. Okay. So today I have 8 words again and I will show their definitions to you. I want you to match them, match the words to their definitions, and after that, please use them in a sentence. And this time the definitions will show up one by one. And my words are competitive, keep fit, stimulate, get yourself into shape, opponent, passionate, achievement, and determination. So, my first definition goes like to take exercise, eat healthy food, and to become physically fit. What word can have this definition? A goes for or, that's true. Get yourself into shape. So, who can use it in a sentence? Who can use it in a sentence? Get yourself into shape. Yes, Dave.
I have to get myself into shape for the upcoming tournament.
That's great. I have to get myself into shape for upcoming tournaments. That's great. Okay, here comes my next definition. The quality that makes you continue trying to do something even when this is difficult. B. Yes, it goes for 8, determination. It's a quality, it's a physical trait that you have to continue trying when even that's very difficult. Who wants to use it in a sentence? Determination. I have two people. Anjali?
I was so determined towards my goal to achieve first rank in my school.
Okay, so I couldn't hear the determination, like you were determined, but can you use it like determination?
Uh,
I have the determination to, maybe.
I have determination to achieve my goal uh, to become a first ranker in my school.
That was much better. Thank you very much, Anjali. Okay, Dishan, no problem. I'm glad you made it. We're just practicing some vocabulary now. Okay, here comes the next definition. Physical exercises that you do, usually in a class with other people, to improve your strength and to stay healthy. It's the overall name for those classes, for those exercises. Yes, it goes for to keep fit exercises. Mayer, can you also try using it in a sentence?
Keep fit. Okay. Um.
It's okay if you can't come up with any sentences for now. That's fine. Soon we'll have fill in the blank sentences so you can see the correct use of the vocabulary there. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Let me move on. A person you're playing or fighting against in a game, competition, or argument, etc. Who is that? Yes, it's your opponent. That's true. Mayer, maybe now you can try using the word opponent in a sentence. It's a bit easier to use it.
My opponent has a great determination for his game.
Yes, my opponent has a great determination for the game. That's great. You combine two sentences. Thank you very much. Okay, here comes the next definition. Having or showing strong feelings of enthusiasm for something or belief in something. 6, passionate. That's correct. Being passionate about something, showing passion for something. Dishan, can you try using it in a sentence? What are you passionate for? If you don't want to say, you can just type. Anjali wants to use it in a sentence. Yes, Anjali?
I am passionate about yoga.
I'm passionate about yoga. That's good. All right. Next definition is to make something develop or become more active. We need a verb here. To make something develop or become more active. Stimulate, yes, to stimulate something. Anna, do you want to use it in a sentence too? you're not sure. Maybe something can stimulate your motivation for something. That can be one sentence starter. Yes, Anna, now you can speak.
I stimulated my determination about passing the exam by listening to motivational speakers.
Wow, that's great. I stimulated my determination about the exams by listening to motivational, what did you say? Motivational videos?
Motivational speakers.
Motivational speakers. That was great. Thank you very much. Okay, here comes my last definition of a person trying hard to be better than others. What kind of a person is that? Oh, not the last one. One, competitive person. Yes, it's a trait of a competitive person trying hard to be better than others. So you can be competitive about something, or something can be too competitive for me. Anyone who feels like using it in a sentence?
His competitive instincts helped him survive for a long time.
Okay, that was good. Thank you, Mayur. Okay, so now here comes the last definition. I think that somebody has done successfully, especially using their own effort and skill. I have just one left. Yes, it goes for 7, achievement. What was your biggest achievement in your life? Maybe you can talk about that. You can give an example about this. Robbie, we couldn't hear from you yet. And Regina, if you want to speak, or if you don't want to speak, you can just type your example sentences in the chat box. I think you'll warm up to speak soon. Okay, I just want to hear one sentence before moving on. My biggest achievement is to become a doctor one day. Yes, my biggest achievement is to become a doctor one day. Maybe you can say my biggest achievement will be to become a doctor one day. So for future, you can set goals. Thank you very much, Dishan, for typing your example sentence. Okay, so now in this part, we are filling the blanks with the correct words. So for number 1, you can just type and I can read it for you. I'm joining a. You can go over the vocabulary, the words shortly.
I think so.
Keep fit. Yes, Anna gave the answer. I'm joining a Keep Fit class. It helps me get into shape. Yes, like I said, Keep Fit is a big term for all exercise lessons. Okay. Number 2, it was a remarkable achievement for such a young player. That's great. Number 3, parents should give children books that stimulate. Thank you, Regina. Stimulate their imagination. That's correct. Number 4, I love playing team sports. I have a
Competitive spirit.
competitive spirit. I have a competitive spirit. Okay, number 5. I'm trying to
Get into shape.
get into shape before summer. That's correct. Number 6. The teams, maybe you can try to add something in that word here, are unbeaten so far this season. You can't beat them. You can't win the games. Yes,
Termination.
yes, the team's opponents, I would say opponents, are unbeaten so far this season. Don't forget to add S there to make it plural because we have R there. Okay. People in my country are passionate about sports. I would say the same for my country, but not for all sports. People in my country are passionate about football games. Okay, number 8. You can't help but admire her determination to succeed. Okay, so keep those vocabulary, keep those words in your mind while giving your answers in upcoming discussion questions. Okay, I would be happy to hear them from you. So here we have small talk part. You will answer the questions with 2 to 3 sentences. It will take around 20 to 40 seconds. So here I'm not expecting any extended answers from you, just small talk part. So my first question would be, do you like sports? Do you enjoy playing any games? Sample answer would be, to be very honest, I don't have a keen interest in sports, though from time to time I play chess. I like sports that stimulate the brain. So you usually ask me, what if I don't know anything about the question? What if I have no experience about the question? So you can always say, you don't do that, you don't know that, and please try to explain why don't you have any knowledge about the question, about the topic. So that can be an answer too. Okay. So now I will ask each of you one by one to give me answer. Do you like sports? Do you enjoy playing any games? Who wants to start? Okay, Dave, let's start with you.
Of course, I love sports. To be specific, I love football. Football is otherwise called soccer in America. Football stimulates the brain. In fact, I frequently engage in football activities. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Anna?
I'm not really keen on to sports, mostly because I just don't like when a lot of people get together, they make a lot of noise. But sometimes, from time to time, I practice sport like outdoor activities. I go for a jogging every day just to keep myself in shape. That's it.
Thank you very much. That was very clear answer. Anjali?
Yes, I like playing sports. Kho is my favorite sport. I daily play a kho, and I like to keep fit and in a shape. So I play kho and other activities also.
Okay, thank you very much. Who wants to give another answer? Mayur, can we hear from you?
My interest to my passionation I'm passionate about my athletics and my interest towards outdoor games. However, I have a keen interest in games like chess that simulates my brain.
Okay, Yes, you can always use my sample answer. Okay. Rabisa. We haven't heard from you yet. Rabi, are you there? Do you want to talk? If you don't want to talk, you can write in the chat box explaining your reason for not talking so I can understand. Okay, Regina?
Actually, not. I have no such interest on sports, but I used to participate on sports during my childhood. Although I like the sports which stimulate my brain.
Okay. My brain. Thank you very much, Regina, for self-correction too. Dishan? Yes, I love sports because they're a lot of fun and playing sports is very important for my health. I find that sports are also a great way to spend time with my friends. That's a perfect example. Why don't you just say it? Dishan, do you also want to say your answer out loud so I can hear you? Yes, Dishan? You don't want to talk? Your computer have a problem with your microphone. Okay then. All right. Then, Denny, hello.
Thanks for accepting me.
I'm sorry, like I couldn't accept you before because our class was full.
Like
But
what
now, yes,
like I was trying from 10 minutes.
I know. But our class was full, that's why I couldn't accept you. But now, somebody left, so seeing you still there, I accepted you.
Thanks.
So we just started the small talk part. Here you will give short answers. And today's topic is sports and games. Do you like sports? Do you enjoy playing any games? Yes, Denny, we want to hear from you too.
You are asking me a question. Okay. Like,
Yeah.
yes, of course, I really love sports. Like, I really love to play soccer and cricket. I was these two sports the most. And I used to play that when I was in high school, but nowadays I didn't have enough time to play that. So that's my answer.
Okay, thank you very much, Danny.
Like I'm
And
pretty nervous right now. Like
that's
I
fine.
just
That's fine.
like
Don't worry.
I just joined and I'm giving answer. So I will.
That's it. We're just like practicing speaking, and we will have a deeper discussion soon. Okay, don't worry.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, here comes my next question. Again, with a short answer. What games are popular in your country? Which sports are most popular in your country? Sample answer would go like, well, my country has witnessed a love for various sports, athletics, volleyball, football, and chess, etc. All have gotten the same respect in my country, and people appreciate the hard work of sportsmen. But I have noticed that most people are very passionate about football. So that can be a very neat and organized answer. But of course, whatever the case is in your country, you can share that too. So, what games are popular in your country? Which sports are most popular in your country? Who wants to start? Yes, Anjali.
Well, my country enjoys a plethora of sports, but especially my country people are more keen have more keen interest in cricket. We would love to watch a cricket match, and the India Pakistan match is a very very interesting match for us. So cricket is a most favorite sports in my country.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Anjali. Dave?
Like different people have different interests, and we cannot deny the fact that the most followed sport in the history is football. That's also called soccer. And talking about my country, Nepal, people are really mad for football, so we can say it's football.
Okay, thank you. Dave, now?
I'm from Nigeria, and in Nigeria, there are a variety of sporting activities that are available. But I would like to say that the most popular of them all is football. My country has 36 states, and literally each state in my country has at least two football teams. For me, I support the team called Dolphins, which is from a state called Lagos. I love them so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you for your clear answer. Anna?
Well, as far as I know, in my country, the most popular kinds of sports it's probably basketball, maybe swimming, but according to what I see around me, all people are crazy about football, and I think it's like this in most of countries. So I think football, and people really like getting together when there is some kind of championship or World Cup.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your answer. Mayur, can we hear from you?
Hockey being national sports of India, however, when it comes to sports, all Indians have their heart towards cricket, because cricket is said to be the life of India, and everyone watches cricket like they have some kind of, what do we say, passionate towards
Passion.
a kind of feeling for national pride.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you can have passion for something. You can be passionate for something too. Okay. Disha? Okay, so your microphone is not working still. Cricket, field hockey, and football are some of the most popular games in Sri Lanka. However, cricket is by far the most popular among them, followed by field hockey, simply because we are really good at playing both of these games. Okay, you forgot box. Yeah, that can be true too. Okay, Regina, lastly, you. I think it's correct using is boxing, right? Kickbox or boxing. Regina, is your microphone working? What's the most popular sports in your country? Are you there, Regina? We heard one time from you, and we would love to hear again. Okay, you want to skip that one, but like really, like don't be shy. We're just here to practice, and in the end, I will share some feedback so you can improve your speech, okay? Don't worry about it. All right, let me continue. So here we have the discussion section too. You will have 1 minute to prepare and 2 minutes to speak. Here you will describe your favorite sports. You should say, what is the name of the sport? When do you play it? How do you feel after playing it? And explain why you like it. So you can go over the sample answer here. And then I will give you 1 minute to get ready, and you will have 2 minutes to speak. Please, like, I'm apologizing you if I need to stop you after 2 minutes. I'm trying to balance my time as well, and it's important to speak in limited time too. Can everybody see the task? Like I always say, don't go like answering one by one. Instead, trying to make it like one whole speech. Okay, let me start my timer for 1 minute. Okay, ready, steady, go. Okay, 1 minute is over. Who feels ready to describe his or her favorite sports? And while listening to others, you can add more details in your speech. Do you still more time? Dave is ready. Let's hear from Dave. Yes, Dave.
I can't say one favorite sport. In fact, I'm torn between two loves. I'm torn between football and then combative sports such as UFC boxing. First of all, I would like to talk about the UFC boxing. Why do I love this? I love this because so many Nigerians are champions in this. First of all is Israel Adesanya, who is the lightweight champion. Next up is Kamaru Usman, who is the middleweight champion. And when you talk about boxing, I think everyone knows about Anthony Joshua. Although we are having a bad time at the moment, but I feel we can all go back to the drawing board, go back to the basics and pick ourselves up. Now, coming to football, which is the main one in which I take part in. I play football in the weekends, that is Saturday and Sunday. Me and a group of my friends, we gather together and we go to the pitch in my estate. We divide ourselves into groups and we play against each other. It becomes a very competitive game, and the winner has the right to banter the losing side for the full week up until the next time that we have to play. You see, after we're so competitive that after playing, we become so tired. At the same time, we are very happy, we are thrilled, we feel fit. As in when you look at yourself, you see that you have lost so many calories. You feel as if you have burnt a lot of calories, you have lost some weight, and you feel fit. We feel so passionate about football. After playing it, we feel accomplished and our body gets stimulated. Okay, why do I now love playing football? Football works the whole 206 bones in the body at the same time. By working all these bones, contraction and relaxation goes on. It helps you to burn more calories even while you're at rest. By being at rest, I mean when you're sleeping. Oh, and it's an action-packed sport. After football like this, oh my God, everyone will be so happy. Even the audience, they are ecstatic. They are so happy. They are celebrating because their team just won the match. For example, one day we were playing against my friends and suddenly I scored the winning goal by hitting a perfectly timed free kick into the top corner. The crowd was ecstatic. It even got to a point that my girlfriend had to run into the pitch, gave me a hug, gave me a kiss, and everybody was so happy. This is the kind of joy that football can bring to everybody. That's why I love playing it, and I will encourage everyone to join and play football because it will be such an awesome experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. I'll share my feedback later. Okay, let's move on with Dishan, and let's see if the microphone is working now.
I would like to talk about my favorite sport, which is swimming. I first knew about it when I was 10 years old. My mom thought that I should learn to swim at an early age so that I wouldn't drown in the water. Frankly speaking, I kinda enjoying the swimming class as I guess I was born with the water element. And nowadays, I still keep habit of going to the swimming pool every Saturday afternoon with my friends, who is also a fan of this water sports. Only when I am rain under heavy workload do I ever skip a day. I love this sports for several reasons. First, it helps to keep my body in perfect shape. Second, swimming is a great sport for me to improve my height. Last but not least, since I started this sport, I barely feel stressed or overwhelmed. All in all, I suggest this sport a must-have pastime for everyone.
Okay, that's it. Thank you. Next. Anjali.
In the cutting edge era of mobile phone, I was keen interested in football in my school time. I was very passionate about the football. We play football near on the ground nearby my house, and we enjoy my friends which are staying in my neighborhood, which we enjoy playing football during rainy times. We we actually team up, and we divide our team into two parts. One is opponent, and one is my team, and we like to compete with each other. uh, Football is I actually enjoy playing football. I prefer football uh, over exercise, because it's very enjoyable playing something and doing exercise is boring for me. So playing sports, or basically football, is very enjoyable and enjoyable for me. While we play while we was were playing football, we try to compete with each other, and our achievement is higher. Whose team get higher achievement, like high goals. We set goals every time to, and the achievement is very uh, we were passionate about the football. Finally, I believe that how much busy we are in our daily routine. We need to play some sports, or I take now I take a party sorry I take participation in football sports time to time. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Anna.
When I was studying at university, I took karate lessons for around 2 years and a half. Even though it wasn't a common kind of sport for girls at that time, I decided to try to doing this sport as an alternative for fitness or aerobics because I really wanted to keep myself into shape. And even though I've never achieved any remarkable success in this sport and I didn't get any rewards, I never regret having done this sport in my life because actually there I met my best university friend, with who we were really close during 5 years of studying. And I think that this kind of sport it affected me a lot. I developed some skills, and it's not only physical skills. I think karate really makes your mind very strong, and it develops your willpower. And I think that I also stimulated determination. I became more competitive, and I learned how to be harder on myself. And I think that it also taught me not to be afraid of difficulties. So even though after every karate session I felt rather exhausted, but at the same time I felt more energetic and more comfortable in myself. So with every lesson and with every sport session, I received something, and I think it was, in most cases, it was just confidence and understanding that I become stronger and stronger.
Thank you very much, Anna. That was a great one. Okay, who wants to try next? Everybody will speak. Yes, Danny.
It's gonna be a funny answer, but I really love boxing. Like, not because of my aggressive nature, just I'm keen about that sports. And actually, I was fascinated by WWE and UFC in my young age. I think I didn't have good experience on that sport, but I still managed to play it well. Like, when it comes to my favorite sport, then it's not about boxing. I love football. Also love football. Mesut Ozil, who is a retired professional footballer from Germany, made me fall in love with football. Like, his delightful touches made me fall in love with football. Like, so um so as I say, I'm fond of football and boxing. I used to play that sport when I was in high school, but nowadays it's difficult for me to manage time for it. So I don't play that much nowadays. And I don't play nowadays. And sports like football and boxing requires a high level of physical activities that makes me fit and healthy, and it helps me to get rid of obesity and different type of illness. So that's all about me.
Okay, thank you very much. I think we have only Mayur left. Yes, Mayur, can we hear from you too?
Yeah. Playing sports usually helps to keep one in shape and teaches how to organize our daily routines and time to time what the particular needs are important for keeping you physically fit for the particular sports. Therefore, athletics being my best interest and helps me keep myself in shape and physical health conditions. Athletics pro gives a great boost to the mind stability, as you require your mind to grow and keep your mind set up clear in order to have take decisions in instance. However, my keen interest towards athletics grew after learning about what great historic achievements were brought by legends to the world by playing athletics. However, I do have my own interest, as I am too fast at doing things and which helps me get into the way. uh, I like to play. I like to join and compete people's in athletics, uh, as it gives me self satisfaction. Due to I have a competitive behavior. I have my own behavior instance that helps me keep myself in touch with people's. That is my competitive behavior, and athletics increases my competitive behavior. However, my nature helps me keep this sports in time and helps me procrastinate all those important things that are kept in line for the day.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Okay, I think everybody completed this part. Before moving on the feedback section, I will have deep discussion part. Here you will choose one question and you will answer it in 1 minute. So it's between small talk and extended speech. So you will have 1 minute to answer those questions. And my questions are, should people be encouraged more to take up a sport? And do you think the types of sport that are popular will change in the future? So if it's football now, will it change in future into another types of sports? So choose one question and give me an answer of 1 minute. Okay, is that clear? Again, everybody will take a turn. And after that deep discussion, I will share my feedback. Choose one question and answer it. Yes, Dave, let's start with you.
Well, unfortunately, I think that the type of sports that is popular now will probably change in the future. And by the sports that is popular now, I mean football. Why do I think it will change? Because now the football is no longer completely refereed by a human being. It's just like a machine is refereeing the game with the introduction of the VAR, which is an abbreviation for video assisted referee. It's just like the computer helps you to referee when a player is fouled, when it is a red card, when it is a goal or not. It completely takes away the emotion in the game. You just have to wait for a computer, which doesn't give a margin of error. But that margin of error is actually what makes fans thrilled about the game, because there's that emotion, there's that suspense in the air, because you know the decision can go either way. But with the introduction of this semi-automated machine that helps to control the game, it removes this emotion out of the game. So that's why I think that because of this emotion that it removes, that games such as badminton, boxing will later take over in the future, because it will give people that thrill. It will bring back that thrill. So that's what I think.
Thank you. Anna?
I want to answer the first question. Well, I definitely think that people should be encouraged to make more sport, to do sport. First of all, because it gives a lot of energy and it can improve somebody's health. And secondly, why I think it should be on the governmental level is because even the government can benefit from the fact that people do more and more sports, because in this way they don't need to go to the hospitals, and the government doesn't need to invest money to develop a lot of to take care of a lot of health care, I would say. And secondly, as I mentioned before, when people make sport, it's not about your physical strengths, it's also about your mental strengths, because you have to work on yourself, you need to develop certain skills. And I think that when someone makes sports, it will let this person to achieve more in his life, because this person is more confident, as this person can be more determined to achieve something. And for example, some people who started sports like their hobby, in the future they might become professional sport players. That's why I think that the sport is really important part in our lives.
Thank you, Anna. Dishan.
Hmm. I just answer second question, madam.
Second question, sure.
If you ask me individually, then my answer will be that we may experience a substantial change in the sports and games for the aggressive emergence of virtual games and sports. Earlier, people used to participate in sport out of the home, while the kids and youth of the current days participate in a wide sort of games and sports before their computer. Using internet connections, they play different games and sports with each other and sometimes by forming local groups. This may have some negative impact on the real life sports and games. Earlier, chess competitions were held around the year. Soccer players were held on the playing ground while the cricketers were adored for their performance. But in the certain days, the numbers of such large competitions has reduced to some extent. If you ask the reason, then I'll refer it to the availability and accessibility to the virtual options. The kids and youth of the day are unwilling to participate or be the audience for the events. Since a large portions of the audience is lost by the way of virtual gaming. Uh,
Okay, 1 minute is over already.
yes, I am afraid that an age of appearing where people will be playing a participant in different games and sports sitting before their computers.
Okay,
Thank you, madam.
thank you. Okay, Anjali.
Yes, I would like to answer second question.
Mhm.
Do you think the type of sports that are popular will change in the future? Yes. In my opinion, currently cricket is very famous in my country, but there are plethora of options currently being getting popular in India. Most famous football player Sunil Chetri just made 84 goals and getting popularity in India. So because of Sunil Chetri, now football is also popular, and definitely after the currently Indian government also providing plenty of opportunities to the other sports department to give them a chance to win for our country.
Mhm.
So in future, in my opinion, in future, there are chances of proliferate proli- uh, proliferate the popularity of football among the youth, and the craze of cricket will decrease in the future.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Mayor.
I would like to answer the first question.
Mhm.
Seeing the competitive environment of today's world, people are more into brain pressure and physical pressures, and these need to be released somehow in other ways by providing them a chance by allowing them to play sports. Encouraging sports is an important topic for nowadays, as it will increase the mental stability and physical fitness of one's. However, not only physical fitness is the point that sports bring into one's upbringing, mental stability and also Discipline is a thing that sports bring into one's upbringing, which is an important aspect that can improve or can shape tomorrow's future. As students nowadays are more into technology stuff, they use mobiles and other gadgets in order to develop their mental stability and improve their sharpness. Sports can bring those by increasing the physical fitness as well as their mental strength by a positive way, rather than harming the body or mental pressure by you're increasing the physical fitness, as sports can increase the hormonal strength of one's body.
Okay, thank you very much. I think we have Danny left only. Yes, Danny.
So I would like to answer the second question.
Mm-hmm.
Like in this 21st century, the most growing sport is electronic sport. It's also called e-sport. Like,
Yeah.
but many people are unknown about esports. Esports is also a kind of sport which have the greatest possibility to change the future of a country. Like many developed countries are promoting esports in their country because they are really aware about about their benefits. Taking about taking about a real life talking about a real life example, we can see many esports players. They are earning millions of dollars through online games like Call of Duty, PUBG Mobile, and Dota 2. They are living a good quality life. So governments will emphasize for the promotion and development of esports among the youth. Uh, like nowadays, the competition on esports is on whole next level, and it really have a good future. So I think other it's really have a good future than other sport according to me. So it's esports.
Okay, thank you very much, Danny. All right. So thank you very much for all of your answers. I have some short feedback. I'm sorry. Oh, sure, Anna. I can start with you. Let me share the feedback form as well. So if you have anything to share with us, you can quickly complete that and go to. Anna, I think today you did a great job. I mean, I couldn't, in your first 2 minutes of speech, I couldn't hear any grammar mistakes or anything. It was perfectly organized speech. It was really good. And your timing was really good too. Only in the second part, in the deep discussion part, you first corrected yourself saying make sports, and then you corrected yourself saying do sports. But later you like repeated make sports, make sports. My only feedback for today for you is it's do sports. That's it. Other than that, it was perfect. It was like it will get very high scores in the speaking exam. I can like tell you that. So thank you for coming today, and thank you for sharing your valuable opinions with us. So it was really good today, Anna. Okay. So you can fill the form and you can go. Thank you for coming again, Anna. Dave. Yes, Dave. Usually I ask people to speak a little bit more, but I think for next time I will ask you like to speak less because it was almost 3 minutes. I didn't stop you. So speaking within time limit is also another thing. But like your speech was very like fluent, very organized. So it had a beginning, middle, and end parts. So it was very good to listen to you, but it was like really long. But everything you shared was really like understandable, and it was very like relevant with the topic, very on topic, not off topic. So and I couldn't like catch any crucial grammar mistakes in your speech. And the way you organize, you're asking questions to yourself and you're answering, it's I think your style, and it was really good. I'm sure like you will get very high scores if it was a like real exam. So that was very good, Dave. Thank you. Anjali, I heard more organized speech in your answers. You did self-correction. That was good. That showed the awareness of the language. You used some phrases like team up. That was really good. So that shows that like you have that flexible vocabulary. But you, for example, repeated enjoyable many times. Instead, you can be more flexible with your vocabulary. So you can use different grammar structures, different vocabulary, instead of repeating same word again and again. I heard very complex structures, like how much busy we are, it doesn't matter. We kept playing football and stuff. That was good. So your band would be 7+, I would say. Dishan, I heard like your speech for the first time today, and your organization was really good while giving answers. Like you said, firstly, secondly, and lastly, that was really good. Your timing in the first one was a bit short. It was around 1 minute, 1 minute and 4 seconds. Dave, your band would be higher, but keeping that like time limit in your mind, I would say 8+. Okay. And
Thank you, madam.
yes, Dishan, I'm continuing with you. And in the second part, it was hard for me to like follow your answers. It could be like more clear. I can hear your sentences better. Maybe where is your sentence beginning? Where is it ending? So you can have more fluent and more clear organization. That would be better for you. For you, I would say around 6.5 and 7 for your band. But like I said, like this is not real exam environment. I'm just giving feedback. These are not real scores. And meanwhile, I can share my rubric. This is the rubric I'm using. You can also give self-feedback to yourself. Mayur, today my first time with you as well. I really enjoyed your answers. That was really good. Your timing was really good. I just heard 1 or 2 times some grammar errors like people. You repeated that. It's people. I'm sure you know that, but while talking, maybe you get excited, you get nervous, and you don't realize your errors. And you continue, you like use however again and again. You can be more flexible about your linking verbs like however, although, to be honest, to add more due to that, because of that, kinda. So you can be more flexible about your linking verbs. Other than that, your timing was, everything was good. I would say like 7+. I shared my feedback about Anna. Danny, you brought different perspective about this e-sport thing and everything. And I heard like you felt like your answer was short, you tried to extend it by adding more details. That was good. I had some like grammar mistakes, like it made me fall in love. It made me fall in love. And you said like it has. Okay. So you can be more careful about your grammar mistakes, grammar errors. Other than that, Danny, it was really good with you too. So, like overall, I really like the vocabulary you used today, everyone. I really like the grammar structures you used today. You can be more careful about your timing and your grammar errors, and you can be more flexible with your vocabulary. Don't forget to fill the feedback form for us so we can improve our lessons for you. And our next speaking session will be on Saturday, but we will have other sessions before Saturday too. You can always go our practice part in Clasital website. You can practice your other skills too. And thank you for joining today, everyone. Danny, I would say 7+, between 7, 7.5. Okay. So thank you for joining. Thank you for coming. I will see you on Saturday. Okay, goodbye, everyone.